Day 3 saw us heading northward to the city of Dundee and to the top of the extinct volcano known as Dundee Law, which lies in the centre of the city. On our way there we passed through typical Fifeshire farmland. To get to Dundee, we would have to cross the Tay Road Bridge. As we neared the bridge, we heard the following warning on the radio.
There were high winds causing some problems this morning. The Tay Bridge is closed to double-deckers and there's more...
Luckily, we weren't driving a double-decker bus. About 30 minutes after leaving St Andrews, we arrived at the top of Dundee Law. There, we found that for once, the weather forecast had been correct. It was extremely windy at the top. Almost everything we shot was unusable, even though we were using a very stable tripod. Instead, we'll show you a short montage of some of the pictures we took from the top. Down there you can see the rigging of the RRS Discovery. It was to be our next port of call. On arrival at Discovery Point, we visited the cafeteria, and there we proceeded to get rid of some of the £1 coins that we had been hoarding from our previous trip to Scotland 10 years earlier. We walked through the displays showing Captain Scott, his crew, and scientists working in the demanding environment of the Antarctic. And then outside to the ship itself. Despite our age and mobility problems, I managed to shoot some video and Megumi managed to hobble on board. Megumi was delighted to try the social media technology available in the early 1900s.
Hello, lunchtime.
Yeah, Nancy, can I send you mail?
あゆみ、お昼だよ。お昼ご飯だよ。
When we saw the galley and the food being prepared there, we were glad we had already eaten in the cafeteria. Eventually we hobbled back on shore, got back in the car, and drove back over the road bridge to Fife again. Driving up the Fifeshire side of the River Tay, we passed through Newport, from which the Tay ferry used to sail before the road bridge was built, and then inland again up through more farmland to the little village of Galdry, where an old friend of mine, Graham, and his wife Anne live.
Now turn left into the destination road.
Back in the 60s, Graham was one of the very first people I taught judo to. He was part of my judo display team.
You have reached your destination.
We asked him to explain the wheelie bin refuse collection system they use in Fife.
We have recycling bins, general waste, plastics, paper, and gardening.
Mm-hmm.
In Japan they don't have buckets like this, they have bags.
Oh, right.
Different coloured bags.
So you see a pile of bags. It looks terrible, really.
Just plastic things like.
Aye. You have to buy them from there.
So what do you think of the garden?
Megumi found their back garden and lawn fascinating. The climate in Kumamoto doesn't support the lush green lawns found in Scotland. So for Megumi, this was genuinely a memorable experience.
Every week. Every week. In the sun. Every week.
I suggested you get a sheep.
Okay, good idea.
Before.
No, it's okay. No, not in the grass. The grass is fine.
Different than our grass?
Very different. Different than your grass. Very, very different.
Okay. Aye, now I get my picture. Thank you.
With the camera, yeah?
Yeah, with the camera.
Good.
Sorry, I looked the wrong way.
Do you have any hedgehogs?
Hedgehogs? Yes.
Yes,
we do.
let's go
Yes,
crawling across the garden.
They're quite fast. Right across to the next garden.
Eventually it was time to say bye-bye, and we headed back to St Andrews. Oh yes, I almost forgot the title of this episode, The Day of the Roundabouts. The UK has the highest density of roundabouts per mile in the world. Here is a small collection of the approximately 30 roundabouts that we had to navigate on our day out to Dundee. I got lost twice, and Megumi started having second thoughts about taking a turn at driving in Scotland.
North, you're down to one lane.